Hey guys, Soldier 5 here with episode number 66 of our Manchester United save on Football Manager 2019. We're going to get straight into the results for this episode. The first of which was in the Carabao Cup third round where we were playing Bristol City. Now this is a 3-1 win, a very easy 3-1 win. We actually went 3-0 up and they got a nice little consolation goal with 50 minutes left. No real pressure, no real worry that we weren't going to win this one. The goals came from Montero and Nikolic with a Rico own goal for us, and for them it was Uche. So again, if you look at the stats, completely dominant in possession. We had look how many more shots we had than them. We had 26 more shots than them, 12 more shots on target. Their keeper did pretty well to not concede more. But a 3-1 victory. We're through to the next round, which is good. And Montero actually got player of the match, which was nice to see. The next game was in the league. It was a 2-2 draw with Newcastle at St James's Park. And this one, I think Newcastle got very, very lucky in this one. They went 1-0 up in the 8th minute through Heung-min Son, 2-0 up in the 31st minute through Sebastian Castro. And you can kind of say, how do you get lucky if they go 2-0 up? Well, look at the stats, the match stats. That's how they got lucky. Williamson then got one back in the 40th and equalised in the 43rd. And unfortunately, we couldn't capitalise on that in the second half. Russo had another poor game. He's not doing too good this season, which is unfortunate, really. Might have to go to 1 up top or something. I don't really know quite yet. But you can see here, match stats. We had 4 times the amount of shots they did. We had 9 more shots on target. We had 64% possession. They had 36. So we completely dominated them. Just under double the possession. We had onto the ball just under twice as much as they did, which is incredible to see. And it was only a 2-2 draw, in which we went 2-0 down in. But a point there in the Premier League, at least we didn't lose. At least we did actually get something from this game in a tough stadium, which is St James's Park. Then returning to the Europa League, we got a 5-0 victory against Vålerenga, the Norwegian team. Tobias Thompson put them 1-0 down 10 minutes in, an own goal. And if a game starts with an own goal in the 10th minute against a team you know you're going to get smashed by, it's just going to be all downhill from there. Greenwood got one in the 24th. Sancho scored a penalty in the 40th. Aravia scored one in the 47th, and then Mason Greenwood got his second in the 48th. And we kind of just saw out the game from there. Greenwood picking up the player of the match, 9.4 rating for him. Nice to see the young Englishman who come through the youth academy. But you can see here, we've played 2 games, we've won 2, scored 9, conceded 1. And I think we're pretty much, even though it's only 3 points clear, I think we're safe. Most recent game I played on camera was another unlucky 1-1 draw. This time it was at Old Trafford against Fulham. They scored in the 30th minute through Sergi Dada, and we equalised through Matthew Williamson in the 75th minute. You can see here, over double their shots on target, quite even in possession. And I think again we just got very unlucky in this one. If Russo can start scoring, we're going to start winning these types of games. Russo needs to find his form. What that means for the league is we're currently in 4th, 5 wins, 4 draws, 19 points. We're 4 points behind Spurs, and we are 2 points behind the team we're playing today, Man City. Williamson is the top goal scorer. Elise is the highest average rating. David De Gea is joint first for clean sheets. So we're doing really good so far. And if we can beat City today, that'll be a big help in our title contention. So Man City's squad, they've gone for a 4-2-3-1. Edison in goal, Grimaldo, Laporte, Stones and Calabria as the back 4, Barella and Ndidi as the 2 DMs, attacking midfield of Sane, Asensio and Stengs, and then up top, Fabio Silva. We are at the Etihad, so this is going to be a tough game. Here we go, they're kicking it off. 2nd versus 3rd. It's going to be tough, it's going to be a tough game. Throw in here for Man City, 7 minutes in, Stengs finds Calabria. Drives to the edge of the box, finds Fabio, blocked. Sane, great tackle. Asensio, tackled right into the path of Asensio. 7 minutes in, we're 1-0 down. 50th league goal for Man City there for Asensio. And we just tackled the ball right into his path. It was great defending. Calabria, good block there. Sane, get it away from him. And it just fell right to Asensio. Easy little tap in. Throwing for us here, 22 minutes in. Williamson finds Jorgensen. We're going to work our way up the pitch here. Paul Pogba. Russo is not making a run. Got to go to Elise. So Sancho ahead of him, finds Russo. Stones wins the header. Pogba lays it down to Sancho. Barella with a tackle. Okay, advantage is played. We're going to play on. Jorgensen. Pavon. Plays it through to Williamson. That's a really nice ball. What a goal. 11th goal of the season. 1-1. 3 minutes after just conceding. Is how you play to the advantage. Advantage was played right here. Jorgensen finds Pavon. Would have thought he would have been the one to play it through to Williamson. Pavon threads it through perfectly. And at the near post. Beats Edison. And it's 1-1. Throw in here. Sancho. Tries to find Williamson. Pavon finds Pogba. Montero shoots. Makes it 2-1. And in the space of 10 minutes, we have gone from being 1-0 down to 2-1 up. Wilson Montero with a goal. Just on the edge of the box. Really nice shot. Sancho's on this side for some reason. Not too sure why. Barella heads it to Jorgensen. Quick little pass to Pavon. To Pogba, edge of the box. Finds Montero. Turns his man brilliantly. And on a dime, puts it into that bottom corner. And Edison is stuck in the mud. Brilliant way to come back. Brilliant way to respond to going 1-0 down as well. Russo's played through. Stones actually gets the better of him there. Fabio. Got Sane ahead of him. Finds Sane. Sane straight to Elise. Russo's going to pick it up. Got Williamson and Sancho ahead of him. Williamson finds Sancho. Tucks it home. 3-1. 24 minutes in. 12th goal of the season for Jadon Sancho. Williamson and Sancho working together, our two top goal scorers. What a counter-attack though. Russo finds Williamson, who then finds Sancho. And I think he scored from this area against him in the Community Shield as well. 3-1, 24 minutes in. Very pleased with how your performance is going. Keep it up. If we can keep this up for the second half, this will be brilliant. We're kicking it off this half. Here we go. 51st minute, Grimaldo. From the corner, whips it in. John Stones headed away. Sane on the edge of the box. Pays it back to Grimaldo. Whipped in. Alderte heads it clear. Russo's going to track down Stones. Sane, brilliant ball to him. Finds him. Whips it across. Fabio. Straight into the hands of David De Gea. Good save. Still got it at the age of 35, I think he is. Yeah, still got it at the age of 35. 56th minute. Stengs receives the ball. Cuts inside. Plays it to Asensio, the goal scorer. Shoots just wide of the post. Russo from the free kick. Whips it across. Laporte heads it straight to Skriniar. Laporte headed that straight into the path of Skriniar. And he tucks it home for 4-1 against Man City. 73rd minute. Big mistake from Laporte here. Straight at Skriniar. Does no help for Edison there. Get in, boys. Brought up loving. Asensio whips in across here. Elise heads it clear. Barella, Skriniar, up to Williamson. It's a one-on-one. Russo's getting there. If Williamson can make a good pass here. Finds Russo, one-on-one with Edison. Tucks it home, 5-1 Man United. Russo, that could be the goal that rejuvenates his career at Man United. The spark that will start his season. Williamson just lays it across. There's so much space. And it's actually a very difficult one to score because he's got the time and he just has the composure to tuck it past Edison. He makes it 5-1. Did not expect that to be the scoreline when I loaded up this game. And Didi takes out Greenwood. It's going to be a red card for Troy Dini? Ndidi, sorry. For Wilfred Ndidi. Red card. They're down to 10 men for the final 5 minutes of the game. Grimaldo from the corner whips it in. Laporte straight into the hands of David De Gea. That's going to be the final whistle blown as soon as he kicks this ball out of the... There we go. 5-1. What a performance. 9.4 for Williamson. 1 goal, 2 assists. Jorgensen didn't have the best game. They had a 5.9 with Stengs. Damn. We got... Well, in terms of shots, we got very much dominated, but shots on target is much more even. So you can assume they took a lot of pop shots near the end of the game. We actually went 1-0 down in this game as well, which is incredible. But we were very efficient with our shots. 10 shots, 5 goals, a goal every other shot on target. And now we move on to the Dynamo game. Jurgen Klopp has implied that your mind games in the build-up to the match might have contributed to the result. Is it fair to say you got under his skin a bit? I think it's fair to say that I exposed some of his mental fragility and got the result I was looking for. Jurgen needs to develop a thicker skin if he wants to succeed in this job. You certainly have the bragging rights of Man City following the demolition. What do you make of the game? It's a fantastic result for us. I'm especially pleased with the fans who were simply magnificent today. How important could this victory be to your season? How important could this victory be to your season as a whole? We'll take the confidence for the next game, which bound to help. Despite being less convincing defensively and conceding a number of efforts on goal, you come away with the result. What are you pleased with the outcome? I'm very happy with how we played overall and thought the result reflected our performance. Matthew was absolutely outstanding today. And then that was that for the post-match interview. Let's get into this Dynamo game. Okay, so the second game of the episode, we're taking on Dinamo Kiev, I'm assuming. No, it's not Dinamo Kiev. Dinamo Dresden. No. We're taking on Dynamo. Not Dynamo. Not freaking... What?
Oh, magician.
Yeah.
I think
Dinamo.
Dinamo.
Dynamo. Fat Dynamo.
Fat Dynamo.
It's a disease, man. You shouldn't make fun of that.
Fat Dynamo.
Put a picture of Fat Dynamo on the screen.
Fat ass.
Put a picture of Dynamo doing a magic trick on screen. As for our team, we've gone for a very...
One more time.
One more time. Put Fat Dynamo every time we score. Okay. So, as for our team, we've gone for a very rotated side. We've actually changed formation to fit in a couple of players who need a bit of game time this season. So we've got David De Gea in goal, Centelles, Alice, Antonio and Dalot as a back four instead of a back three this game. Tolisso, Lewis Cook and Jorgensen as a midfield three, Montero at cam, and then Greenwood and Tammy Abraham up top. As for them, Mastrovic, Antonic, Pavlenka, Unubu, Ferrati, Pikak, Lombardi, Korsic, Ramic, De Thomas and Garno. Here we go, first chance, Diego Dalot into Lewis Cook. Whips it in, Greenwood gets his head on it. It's going off target anyway, but the keeper decides to save it. Upfield, Garno. Actually gets the ball, Antonio plays it to Centelles though. Good cover in there. Centelles charging forward, plays it to Greenwood. He's got Tammy Abraham ahead of him. Back to Centelles. Across to Jorgensen, nice ball there. He's got Dalot behind him. Whips it in, Tammy Abraham doesn't even get to him. Anosic being pressed here nicely by Jorgensen. Plays it straight to Dalot. He heads it to Cook. Lewis Cook, edge of the box. To Montero, shoots, scores. He's got goals in consecutive games for the first time. Third goal of the season, assisted by Lewis Cook. 5 minutes in, we're 1-0 up. Anosic gives away the ball, I think twice during that whole passage of play. Lewis Cook receives it, edge of the box, lays it off to Montero, just curls one in. Bottom corner, bottom left-hand corner. And we go 1-0 to the good. Anosic, one more time, gives the ball away again. Just not thinking about where he's putting the ball. Tolisso, he's got Centelles in a lot of space, finds Greenwood. Maybe he'll give it to Centelles, and he does. 12 minutes in, Centelles whips it in, Montero nods it on to Tammy Abraham at the back post. That's his first goal for Manchester United. And he is 2-0, doubled our lead. Montero's got a goal and an assist. We're on 9 points, 5 points clear of second place in the group. And I think a win today pretty much secures us going through to the next round. Montero just nods it on. And then he nods it on to the bottom right-hand corner this time. Montero going to work our way up pitch slowly. Centelles has got so much space down his left-hand side. Tolisso finds him. He's got Abraham and Greenwood in the box. Can't quite get it past the first man. Tolisso gives it Centelles, back to Tolisso. Nice play there. Whipped in. Tammy Abraham looking for goal number 2. Just over the crossbar. Throw in here. Diego Dalot. Lewis Cook back to Dalot. Greenwood near post. Just wide. We're getting the chances. Maybe if we put one more of them away, I think. That's all we need. Montero looking for another assist. Jorgensen just over the crossbar this time.
Shit, gonna have to restart.
Oh, thanks to fucking law.
Half-time talk with Fat Dynamo.
Come on then, come do the half-time team talk. Montero on the counter-attack, 3 minutes into the second half. Down to Greenwood.
Sorry.
I'm going to nickname one of my players Dynamo in memory of this conversation. Dalot. Can we get another goal? Ariza.
No, you can't.
Back to Dalot. Whips it in. Tammy Abraham looking for number 2. Tammy Abraham gets number 2. Dalot with the assist. Yeah. Dalot with the assist. 73rd minute. Loops it over. Elise heads it. Hits the post and then hits the keeper, but unfortunately it doesn't go in. Got 15 seconds left. Jorgensen tries one more time. Pikac, Koric. 10 seconds left. They're not going to get a goal. We're probably not going to get a goal. Whistle's going to be blown. 3-0, 3 points. Great performance from Montero and from Tammy Abraham. And from Dynamo. Schedule next episode. Let's do Arsenal and Club Brugge. Arsenal are currently 9th. So, Arsenal at the Emirates and Club Brugge at the Jean Bredel Stadion. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. 2 good victories, 8 goals in the 2 games overall. If you have liked it, please like, subscribe, and peace.